Stvkt.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Stuck Skateboarding. I know it's been a while. Apologies for the lack of video content during this crazy Canadian winter. We haven't been able to get out and do some skateboarding content, and I know that my buddy Mike's been busy with his other projects, so we haven't been able to even get out to the indoor skate park in Toronto. However, as soon as the good weather hits, I will be going back out there and doing some skating again and getting some filming in. And yeah, so anyways, this video is just a quick little chat about what Stuck Skateboarding is and why Jeff and I originally started it back in April or so of last year. Now, the whole purpose of Stuck Skateboarding was originally just me and Jeff wanted to take our love of skateboarding to the next level. We wanted to go out there and basically create a community where we encouraged people to start skating, or if they already were and just kind of began doing it, that we encourage them to continue doing it. And Stuck Skateboarding is, besides kind of trying to bring metal and punk back into skateboarding like it used to be in the early 90s, late 80s, we also want to be some sort of encouragement to the youth and kids out there today to get into a healthy activity and sport, so that ultimately they don't fall into the whole gang and drug culture that's very present out there in big cities, especially here in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. The gang mentality and the ghetto lifestyle and the drugs and crime that's going on in our city is I'm not going to say rampant, but every year I see it getting worse and worse. And with stuff like that going on, it would be nice to have a group of people or a team out there that promotes a healthier lifestyle and a little bit more of a positive way about going about things in your daily routine. And that's one of the big reasons why Stuck Skateboarding exists, guys. Like, I've got kids, I've got two younger boys, and I'd like to think that when they get older, they'll have some role models and some people to look up to, besides, their parents, that encourage them to do stuff with their life that isn't negative, that isn't self-destructive, that will lead them towards being a positive, productive member of society, basically. And I know for a lot of years, skateboarding was seen as this, outcast, loser, rebel thing to do. And trust me, I took pride in that back in the day, back in high school. I'm like, yeah, skateboarding is for rebels and the sheep can, F off. And that, it was that for me in the beginning, and I'm sure it was for a lot of people when they first started taking up skateboarding back in the, like I said, early 90s and maybe even early 2000s. And now it's become a little bit more of an acceptable thing to do. You still get skateboarders being kicked out of spots, you still get security being called on them, you still get the cops being called on them, especially if they're being a little too rowdy and slightly destructive and kind of interfering with the general populace and the flow of regular society. But it's becoming more and more accepted these days, and with that exception, we also want to encourage more people to start skating, because the more people skating, the better it is for all skateboarders, whether you think it is or not. I'm sure if you stopped and pondered the idea for a few minutes, you would realize why more people getting into skateboarding is a good thing. So that's basically why Stuck Skateboarding exists, to bring metal and punk back into skateboarding, to keep kids out of gangs, off of hard drugs, and leading a more positive, healthy lifestyle, and to encourage other people that used to skate, back in the 90s or early 2000s, to get back at it again. Because, as I always say, I'm, 30 plus years old, and I just got back into skateboarding again last year with my buddy Jeff, with my buddy Drew, with my buddy Mike, and we're all making an effort to make the healthy change and do something positive in our free time. So cheers. Hope you guys found some sort of benefit from this video. Looking forward to making more Stuck skateboarding, you know, trick tips or progressions, or adding new members to the team coming this year when the better weather hits, and hopefully you'll come along with us for the ride. Cheers and keep skateboarding. Jesse Slammerella out.
Stvkt Skate Co. Be sure to subscribe.